Today we are going to talk about systems of linear inequalities. The easiest way to do these problems is to use Desmos. So if you go to Desmos, open up the on-screen keyboard, you want to type your inequalities exactly as they appear, and when you look at the graph, a solution to a system of inequalities is going to be in the double shaded area. Or it could be on the solid line along the double shaded area. Let's take a look at a couple of examples so you can see what I mean. First, we want to know which shaded region represents the solution to the system of linear inequalities. We are given our system and we have 4 graphs to choose from. So let's go to Desmos and type our system. If we pull up the keyboard, we have y is less than or equal to negative 2x minus 6. And then in the second line, we want to type the second inequality. 3x minus 2y is greater than negative 12. So if we look at this graph, you can see that the blue line is a solid line and the green line is a dashed line. So let's look at our answer choices. We want a solid line going from the top left to the bottom right, and a dashed line going from the top right to the bottom left. So it could be A. It could not be answer choice B, so let's cross that one out because we have a dotted line and then a solid line. We want a solid line and then a dotted line. C could be our answer. D could not be our answer. Now let's go back to the graph and look at the shading. So this was our graph for the blue inequality, which was the first inequality. This is the graph for our second inequality. The solution to our system is going to be this area that is covered by both the blue shading and the green shading. That's what I mean by double shading. So that is the bottom part of the graph. So if we're looking at answer choice A versus answer choice C, C is going to be our answer because that bottom section of the graph is the part that is double shaded on our Desmos graph, so that is our solution. Let's look at one more example. Given a system of inequalities, you want to select each point that is a solution to the system of inequalities. So again, we are going to type these inequalities in Desmos. We can use our keyboard. We have y is greater than 1/2 x plus 1, and we have y plus 3x is less than or equal to 12. As I mentioned before, our solutions are going to be in the double shaded area. So this portion of the graph that is both purple and black is going to be our solution. We are trying to see which of these 4 points is a solution. So let's go ahead and graph those points. We have -1, -3, 1, 2, 2, 0, and 4, 6. So our first point (1), (3) is not in the double shaded area. It is in the area that is only shaded black. So that is not a solution. Our second point, 1, 2, the blue point, is in the double shaded area. So that is one of our solutions. Our third point, 2, 0, the green point, is only in the black area, so that is not a solution. And the fourth point, 4, 6, is only in the purple area, so that is not a solution either. Our only solution is the point 1, 2. Now, I want to point out one more thing. Any points on this section of this solid black line would also be solutions because they are on the solid line next to the double shaded area. But the points on this dashed line are not solutions because they are on a dashed line. Dashed lines are never a part of the solution set. Lastly, this point where the two lines intersect is only a solution if both lines are solid. So, when you have a question about a system of inequalities, use Desmos.